Welcome everyone. This is Bōde's Vancouver real estate market update for December 2021. I'm going to quickly show you what's happening in Vancouver at a high level in terms of supply and demand as well as prices. And then I'm going to show you how you can look up all of this same data for your specific community and property type so you can be fully informed on what's happening in your neighborhood. So let's dive in. So here we've got the Greater Vancouver area and all residential listings. And first we're looking at the number of new listings to come to market each month for the last 4 years. So you can see most years this chart follows the same pattern throughout the year. In 2020, obviously with the pandemic, that pattern got disrupted. And in 2021, we've seen the continuation of that disruption really. A huge number of extra listings here in the early spring and early summer. And then for the rest of the year, the number of new listings has kind of come back down towards normal. So in November, there were 13% new listings versus the average of the last 3 Novembers. So slightly more new listings in November. However, sales up even further. So sales are up 43% versus the average of the previous 3 Novembers. And if you look at 2021 here, sales have been incredibly strong all year long, way above the typical sales numbers for those months. So with sales being so strong and the number of new listings coming to market not being as strong, overall the total number of homes for sale right now is lower than it would normally be. So less homes available means for buyers, you've got fewer options, less homes to go out and view, and hence less bargaining power. But for sellers, it's great news, and it's absolutely a seller's market in Vancouver right now. With fewer options on the market, there's less competition, and puts you in a better negotiating position. If we take a look at prices here in Vancouver, for the last 16 years, we've got the home price index here, and you can see in the last 16 years, certainly prices have been on a very strong up and to the right trend. Prices have increased substantially in that time, 300%. So in the last 12 months for 2021, you can see prices were increasing quite quickly at the start of the year. Then they started to level off, and they've just started going back up again in the last few months. So continuing to set new record high prices. Now, all of these charts can look quite different depending on whether you're looking at detached homes or apartments, and they can look quite different depending on the neighborhood too. So you have to make sure you're looking at the right data for your particular situation. And you can find all of that data on our website. So if you go to bode.ca, you can see all of the data that you'd possibly need. We have a first page called Market Data, where you can see all of the same supply and demand metrics that we just went through there, but for your local community. And you can also take a look at sold data, where you can find out what any home is sold for in the last 2+ years in Vancouver. So if you want to know what your neighbor's home sold for, you can look it up on our site. And finally, we've got a comparables tool where you enter 8 key features of your home, and you can see the most similar live listings as well as the most similar recently sold listings. So check all of that out at bode.ca, and we'll see you again here next month. Thanks very much.